Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very center. If I sound a little different, it's because I was definitely dancing during that, but I wasn't dancing for the reasons you may think. I was dancing to keep from passing out. Yeah, I said it, and I'll say it one more time for the ones in the back. You probably should stand up so you can hear a little better. I was dancing to keep from passing out. Yep. I'm still a little bit under the weather because of the weather. But that's neither here nor there. It really isn't where I would like to go or where I want to begin. In fact, before I even do underscore the surprise, how about I say it's almost that time again? Regs, noob that's still here somewhat, maybe paying attention, maybe trying to hit that stop button, that eject button. It's okay. We all friends here. It is okay. It's almost that time again, and it's keeping a promise to myself. And when the bells and whistles went off, it just led me to think of some free advice that I got. And I'm going to have to follow that free advice, even if I don't want to follow that free advice, because that was some quality advice. And that's not where I'm going. In fact, it's hard to determine friend or foe. And it's extremely hard to determine when you don't have any pieces of the puzzle and somebody's surprising you with a puzzle. How can you determine who's friend or foe if you don't have the pieces or don't have the material, don't have the info or intel or intelligence to let you know what's what? I'll explain. I will. Noob that's still here and not trying to get away. Thank you. Noobs that got away and left a very, very long time ago. Thank you. Noobs who thought about joining and then at the very last minute didn't. Thank you. In fact, you should follow your intuition a lot more. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day. But it's not every single day. It just feels that way. Why? Because we got the special. What special? Yeah, unique bond that we share. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. We don't know what to call it. At one moment in time, in a distant future, in a near present, at some point, we're going to know what it is. We're going to retroactively say, this is what it is. This is what it was. And this is what it always will be. We don't care about rewriting history because the bond is that strong. It is that deep. We don't need words. We don't need names. We just know that feeling. And that feeling drives us. That feeling pushes us. That feeling makes us feel some kind of way all the time. And we like that. And that's why nothing can break it. Nothing. With a capital G. With a capital G. Non-verbal communicating peeps, I just want to give you a shout out because I feel sometimes that others think I neglect you, but you know how it be. You know how it is. We communicate non-verbally and non-verbal. I don't have to say a word because we know. And that's a part of that deep bond. Yeah, it is. Noob, That's what you should strive for instead of greatness, because that is greatness all rolled into everything, unlimited, infinity. Regs, you know, that's the end game. That is the end game. Friend or foe, how much you never know. Oh, I combined 3 songs in one. If you know, you know. Bird-like voice. But seriously though, friend or foe, it's really, really hard to determine when you don't have the right information, when you don't have the context clues, when you don't have enough intel to base your educated guess off of, or enough material for you to put the pieces of the puzzle together, or you just don't know. There's way too many variables. There's way too much unknown, and unknowns you just can't. And your intuition is on vacay. Your intuition said, I'm out because I need some time for me. And if that's the case, you're going to have to make the best decision for you. I mentioned this a while back, and it's not the Wild Wild West, mind you. It's a while back. You can go back and review the historical documents on this. But it's not a pet peeve of mine per se, but it's definitely something, definitely something that makes me a little perturbed. It makes me feel some kind of way, but not that kind of way, another kind of way. And that is showing up uninvited, just popping up without giving me a warning. I can just not open the door. I can just say, I'm not coming to the door. I'm not opening the door. And sometimes it be that way, and other times it be some other kind of ways. But that's something that, give me a warning. Let me tell you no. Unless you like to hear no to your face. Unless you want to get the over the intercom no. Or just the ignored no. But if you want some kind of communication, inform me. Let me know. Give me enough information. Because if you popping up, showing up when you ain't exposed to, uninvited, I'm thinking you one of them people. Not one of those, but one of them people trying to get me to join something. Trying to get me to buy something. And it's one of the same or the same of the one. And usually, for me to get rid of them or have them not come by and not show up anymore, I gotta show them my birthday suit. I gotta show them my birthday presents. And if you don't mind seeing my birthday suit, if you don't mind my birthday presents, then so be it. That's the other option. The other option is ignore, no, or it's all out birthdays. It's all out celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Yeah. No. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy opening the door because I don't give a F. You bothering me. You putting me on the back foot. It's time for me to go on the offense. It's time for me to get on the front foot. It is time for me to bomb first after already being bombed on. And that's me going to the door with my birthday presents and my birthday suit and my gifts that's going to be given. That's the only thing that can make and let it be known that I need some kind of communication that you're going to come by or stop by. And if you're selling something or if you're trying to get me to join something, baby, this will just let you know I ain't the one that can be saved. I ain't the one that can be manipulated. I ain't the one. I'm too difficult. I'm so far gone. There's no coming back. There's no coming back. And take that with sending me stuff in the mail without me knowing it's the same thing. Yeah, it is. It's the same difference. Because somebody, let's say a foe that should go nameless, was threatening me, talking big bad, but it's like the little guy having to overcompensate for being his littleness, therefore bark real loud. And I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, okay. One, I'm not going down to that level. That's too low. That's too low for me to get on that level. And I don't want to be on my knees. I don't want to be on my ankles. I got bad knees. I got bad ankles. I like standing up straight. I like keeping an amazing posture. I like to. I really do. And so I didn't mind. I didn't mind tough talk, the rough talk. In fact, it gave me an opportunity to catch up on a new witty banner that's out there. It gave me an opportunity to sharpen my sword. It gave me an opportunity to tell some jokey jokes that might not pop off, that might not be good, because some of them jokes you gotta practice. Some of them jokes you gotta make stuff up on the fly. Some of them jokes you gotta improv. Some of them jokes you gotta know how far to go and how far not to go. So I looked at it that way. I looked at it as an opportunity for me to be enlightened. But when that's taking place on one end of the spectrum, and on the other end, I'm getting a gift through the mail that I didn't ask for, that I don't know where it came. The return address is mysterious at best, dangerous at worst. Friend or foe, who are you? Because somebody already said what they're going to do and how it's going to hurt me. I would not put it past them to send me something in the mail to let me know that my time is up or my time is coming. And that's where my mind went with this package. My mind was on some movie type stuff. My mind was on some mob type stuff. My mind was on some organized crime type stuff. My mind was just left to its own devices because intuition was on vacay. My intuition was on vacay. My mind was running wild. My head was wide open. I got a vivid imagination, and my vivid imagination was taking me all over the place, all over the map and back. So I just didn't open the package. I just left it in a corner off to the side. So if it do explode, I have an opportunity to get away. I have an opportunity for it don't to do a lot of damage. I mean, my mind was thinking all sorts of things. What would I do if I threatened somebody and sent them a package in the mail? Wait a minute. I wouldn't do that to begin with, because you can get caught. It's the mail 1 and 2. Well, it's not the mail. It's the delivery service 1. I want to make sure that the facts are 1000% straight. It's through a delivery service 1, and 2, there's return address. 3, there's DNA. 4, there's all sorts of things that can link it back to you. So basically, it wouldn't be something I'd do anyway. But my mind wasn't really concerned about all of that. My mind was really concerned about how far can we push this bridge to nowhere? How far can we run wild with this imagination? How far can we just make up stuff on top of making up stuff on top of making up stuff? And when you pull the string, when you pull the card, it falls apart. And that's the house of cards, and that's the ball of string if you need for me to slow down for you because I'm going a little bit too fast. So I just let it just let it sit in the corner for about 4 to 5 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks, I just let it sit there in the corner, and I was just thinking. Some days it was this, some days it was that, some days it was something else. And then intuition came back from vacay. Intuition was like, okay, I'm home. You done destroyed the house. I'm home. You done threw many parties. You ain't done the dishes. You ain't cleaned up. There's some kind of smell. The trash is like completely filled. What's going on? What is going on? And I basically told intuition, it's a box. I don't know what it be. I don't know if it's friend or foe. Somebody told me they was gonna do me harm. Maybe this is the way for them to do me harm. And my intuition was like, you silly mofo. They been living in your head rent-free for this long. You been really open the box. And I was like, intuition, no, I don't want to. Open the box. And you know me. Noobs, you probably don't know. Regs, you know, and for the noobs, Regs, I'm going to explain. I am following intuition 100% because intuition have yet to lead me wrong. The only time that I'm led wrong or go astray is when I think things out, because I overthink sometimes, because I think about a lot of possibilities. But to my credit, and this is me patting myself on the back, I think the people of a previous generations used to call it humble brag, but I don't know what they call it now. But this is me doing that right now. I don't follow it out to its logical conclusion. I do think things through and think a lot, but I don't follow it out to its logical conclusion. I ain't that far gone. Not on this. No, sir-ree. No. And that's no sorry, by the way, if you still need help and can't keep up. Intuition was, go ahead and open it. And then I got to not thinking, but just went ahead and went with that gut feeling. And I opened up the box, and the box was from, or the item within the box was from a friend. The item within the box was actually a gift. So it was from a friend, unannounced, and a gift. Maybe a birthday gift. Yeah. See, and this is why I say, you have to let me know when you come by. You have to let me know when you stop by. You have to let me know in advance when you're sending me something and when you're doing something for me, so I can have the opportunity to say no, or I can have the opportunity to be informed and not go off the chisel. Friend or foe. How much you should know if there's enough material, or depend on intuition on vacation or not. Don't do what I did. Learn from this error. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website, Xtra, VDGsports.com. There's a YouTube as well, Xtra VDG. That is XTRA VDG. And if you like sports, check out VDGsports.com. VDGsports.com. And there's a YouTube as well. Same name, VDG Sports. No spaces. Noob, thank you. Noobs, thank you. Almost noobs, thank you. Regs, how about this? Peace out.